Hi, everybody. This is Marissa Pulselli. I am so excited to be here with you today for the first episode of this mini series on the power of women using their voices. And I could not be more thrilled to have my first guest be the amazing Robin Graham. Robin, welcome.
Thank you, Marissa. I'm honored to be here. I think you give me a little too much praise,
No,
but thank you.
having worked with Robin, I can tell you it's all very warranted. Robin is she has such a unique background as having great experience in the corporate world, and then added to that is her experience as a creative, as an artist, a photographer. She's able to blend these two worlds together to be a personal branding strategist and photographer who achieves amazing results for her clients. So Robin, I know we have two important questions to ask you, but did I miss anything in that intro? Feel free to fill it in.
No, you did really well, Marissa. I'm a personal branding strategist and a photographer, and like you said, I combine my love for strategy with my love for photography, and it's a really great blend to help people tell their visual stories and grow personal brands.
Yeah, and I've seen the results of this firsthand. So thank you so much for being here. The main question that I want to ask you is, what does it mean to you to be a woman who is using her voice?
It means several things to me, actually, Melissa. But one is at the beginning of 2019, I chose my word for the year to be confidence, and it's one of those words that as women, I think a lot of times we put ourselves on the back burner. And as a result, over years and years of doing this, we lose confidence in ourselves, our confidence to make decisions and our confidence to put ourselves out there. And because we live in such a digital world, we have to be present, and we have to be present online, which is not an easy thing to do. It's much easier to hide behind our businesses,
Sure.
behind, our kids or our spouses or whatever. And I think especially as we age, we transform into another person, and we lose that sense of confidence because we're aging and we look different, or maybe our career path has changed. But when I chose that word, my goal for myself was to be more confident with myself and in my business. And as a woman, I want to exude that confidence in my daughter. I want to share with the world that we don't have to live in fear of doing something for ourselves or doing something great for our business, that fear can often be something that prohibits us from moving forward and accomplishing our dreams, but it can also be used as a stepping stone to greatness. And so that when I chose that word confidence, it was in part to squash those fears and launch myself forward and use that fear as a stepping stone to be more present in my business online, to become the face of my brand, as I like to say, and then help my clients more than anything, who are mostly women, feel beautiful and confident, because every single one of us has that in our hearts and our inner being. And I want to help people realize that and see that for themselves.
That's
So
amazing.
in using my voice, what my end goal is to help other women and other people feel beautiful and confident, and be able to go forth and use any fears that they have confidently as stepping stones to greatness.
I love that. You brought up so many amazing points there. And the one that I think sort of jumps out at me first is that you talk about confidence almost like it's a muscle that needs to be exercised.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And I think that what a lot of times has happened or happens in women's lives is that we don't use it because we're putting that part of ourselves on hold to do other things, important things, very important things. But then we find when we're ready to pick it back up again, not only is it not toned, but we're in a different place than we were before. So we have this double challenge of needing to get back into the stride of being confident in this new place in our lives, whether it's being, a couple years older, or our business has developed, or, there are different family dynamics or things like that. So it's really pivotal to exercise that. And that brings me to my second question for you, Robin, which is, what would you give as a piece of advice or sort of a takeaway for women who find themselves in this situation of they haven't used their voice in a while, or they've put it on the back burner for very, worthy reasons, possibly. I know you talked about fear being a catalyst and a stepping stone, but can you give us some ideas of how to really move past this inactivity and this wanting to not be seen?
So I'm going to give you a quote from Coco Chanel. A girl should be two things: who and what she wants. Mm-hmm. And I think, I did this, and I know you did this too. We completely, in our middle age, decided to completely switch career paths.
Yep.
And we followed our values, our visions, and our passions. And those three words are words that I use with my branding clients all the time to help them identify what their niche is or what their personal brand is. And I would encourage every single woman out there, whether they are in corporate and they are struggling and thinking maybe they want to leave corporate and start something new or go out on their own, whether they're a stay-at-home mom and they're jumping back into the workforce, or maybe they're a network marketer, whatever the case may be. Think about and write down your values, your visions, and your passions. And when those three things together align, you will be on the path to accomplishing something that is going to be great and provide value and service to the community, as well as whoever your ideal audience is and your clients are.
That's fantastic. I mean, you sort of gave us like a way to triangulate a compass path forward, right? These 3 points, if we bring them in alignment with each other, will spell out the path forward that will bring us success and not only personal fulfillment, but when we are being fulfilled in ourselves, we're perfectly positioned to be of service to other people. So that's a really beautiful thing. I thank you so much for those insights, Robin.
Well, thank you for having me and giving me the ability to share what I think is important.
Of course. How can people find you? Tell us a little bit about where they can find you, and if you have anything, special going on right now that you'd like to share.
So you can find me on Facebook, Robin Graham Photography. My name is spelled with a Y, so that is the catch. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm The Robin Graham, as well as on Twitter, The Robin Graham. And the only reason there is a the before my name is because my name was taken already by someone else. So, and then you can visit my website. And if you go to my website, robingrahamphotography.com, /resources. I have a lot of resources that people can access to help them grow a personal brand, or even to, if they have a brand already established. I have a free ebook on smartphone photography for business. And I also have a new ebook that I just launched this week that is all about overcoming your fear of being in front of the camera. It's called the Brand Lab Lookbook. But it's overcoming the fear of being in front of the camera, as well as everything you need to know about personal branding photography, how to hire a photographer, questions to ask the photographer, wardrobe, style, poses. There's a complete lookbook. It's 43 pages. So I would invite people to download that if they're in the position where they're trying to grow a personal brand, because it'll really give them insight on what personal branding is, as well as how to become the face of their brand.
Wow, what a great resource. Thank you so much for sharing that with everybody. That's really fantastic.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, Robin, for taking the leap to be the first guest on this mini-series. I so appreciate the insights that you shared, and just the beauty and expertise that you're contributing to the world is really uplifting and inspiring. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please stay tuned. We'll be announcing the lineup coming up for the rest of the series fairly soon, and I hope that you will tune in and join in the conversation. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.